on a different note,
Right.
we have a bunch of topics about some interesting things
We have
that you
so
wrote
many
here.
different things.
Last time you were here, we talked everything dating, which was
Yeah.
really, really
Because
interesting.
it was around
Yeah.
Valentine's Day, to be
Mhm.
fair.
And so, we talked ChatGPT for dating, LinkedIn,
Yeah.
all these
Yep.
different places
Yep.
that people sort of do it. And so because of that, I think dating is just a bigger overall piece of culture in general and where we're seeing shifts happening.
Yep.
And so you wrote some kind of deep things here.
Yeah.
I would start off with hookup culture because I think that
Mm.
feeds into parenting, into children, into into adulting, right? I think the very natural thing for young adults to do today is to engage in hookup culture, where they're meeting people off the dating apps, one
Yeah.
night stand, maybe 2 dates here,
Yeah.
3 dates there, and then calling it quits.
Can't quit.
And it does a lot to people
It does.
as far as how they choose to date moving forward, the
It
trauma
does.
that they may get in the meantime.
Oh, it does.
And so tell me, what are your thoughts on today's hookup culture?
Man, I have a lot of thoughts, but I
Uh-huh.
will say delusion is the running course for all of hookup culture. There is a lot of, I feel like, okay, as a woman point of view, one, chasing a man will not keep him. He will actually never want to be with you if you ever approach him or go up to him.
Yeah.
That's my opinion. I've seen so many women do this going out in my partying years. So like
Yeah.
shooting your shot at a man, I feel like
Yeah.
longevity wise,
Longevity, yeah.
longevity wise,
Yeah.
they won't be interested. I feel like men lose their interest really fast. So it's kind of how that works. But like vice versa, I feel like if a man shows he's interested too quick, like people are interested into nonchalantness. Like that's like the trend now. It's like
Yeah.
you can't show that you care too much too fast. You can't. They're gonna be like, ew, cringe, or like, oh my god, he wants to like actually take me out on a date. Like
Right.
second time we met. Like I'd rather just hook up and leave. Like people are scared. Honestly, I feel like
Yeah.
people are afraid of actually letting people in emotionally, but will
Yeah.
let them in physically.
Which
So
is
it's like it's so backwards.
juxtaposed.
No,
yeah.
it's so backwards. And
Uh-huh.
then people also don't realize that like within hookup culture and hooking up, you're actually you're actually selling your soul to a stranger. And then you actually talk to them and you're like, I actually don't like you. Like if you spend 30 minutes in the room with that person a little bit more, you're like,
Yeah.
like if you actually gave your decision a little bit more thought, you probably wouldn't even want to sleep with them.
Yeah. I think that goes into, because I like what you mentioned, delusional piece. I'll get to
Yeah.
that. But I think it all has to do with the setting. So
Yeah.
I always tell people,
It
be
does.
mindful about where you meet people.
Right.
Then after you meet them, where you typically hang out with them.
Yeah.
Right? So even with friends, if the only time I see you is outside at the club, I know me and you aren't really locked in. We're just guys that see each other at the club. So
Right.
if you call me talking something serious, it's going to be hard for me to take it serious.
Oh, like
see what I'm
if you
saying?
meet in the club,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
can't
So
take
then-
them serious. Yeah.
So then imagine if it's
Yeah.
dating, I'm like, guys, if you meet someone at the club, you know what I mean? You met someone at the club, they probably
No,
talk to 3
that's-
people that same day.
no, that's facts though.
Right. So, and then if you meet them at the club and afterwards they only want to either go to the club or the crib, well, then you kind of have your answer. You know what I'm saying? There's
Yeah.
not much substance there. And so I
Yeah.
think that's where I think young people trip up so much is they don't realize where they're consuming things
Yeah.
and how much that matters.
Yeah.
To the delusional piece, everyone now has a new sense of worth, which isn't bad, right? It's not bad to think highly of yourself.
I don't know. Some of these men are sassy.
You
There's a new evolution
Don't
of
do
these
that.
sassy
And
men.
we'll get to that.
Right. Very
But
entitled.
I think, though, the sense of worth, I heard the best way I ever heard it was, Kevin, you're not worth more than anybody, but you're not worth less than anybody either.
Yeah.
So you're on an
That's
equal playing field because you're a human being.
Right.
Right. And when I think of it from that lens, I'm like, it's okay if you're not attracted to somebody. That's
Yeah.
fine. But that doesn't mean that you're above them if you think you're more attractive. And if
Yeah.
you're an attractive person, that doesn't mean you get to be super bourgeois about who you choose to speak to. Because it's like,
Yeah.
hey, like regular people out here, you know?
Yeah, and there's also tiers to the class. Like some
Yeah.
people are like, if you're not buying sections or having a
Right.
stack of money when we go to the strip club, I'm not talking to you. It also comes down to preference like that and delusion once again. The
Yeah.
women that think like that, ask them how much money's in their bank account.
And money seems to always be the topic. And this is what pisses me off about the money talk today is I tell people, go look at the richest people on the planet. Go see how many divorces they've had, how many children they have, maybe outside of a marriage. Go see how many of them have committed suicide. Rich people aren't that happy. They're unhappy. I tell people I'm African. I say, guys, go to some of our poorest villages. You'll see married couples that have been married for 25 years, 30 years, 40 years. My grandparents have been married for 50 years. They live in a house that my jaja is what we call it, our grandparents. He built it, right? So he wasn't making $1 million a year, but I'm like, I don't know many people happier than that.
No, and listen, I have a similar take on that too.
Yeah.
Like my family's from PR. Okay, I'm really close with them, but they don't make much there.
Yeah.
They don't. Like, I don't even know how much minimum wage is. It's so low, right?
Yeah.
But some of the brokest people with the least amount of money, are the happiest.
Yeah.
And that's where I want to be.
That's where
I don't want to chase
mansions
mansions or chase this or chase that. We are getting taxed out of our mind. The government is stripping everything from us. Like, that's a whole deep rabbit hole. I can take this whole podcast, which we don't want to go. But to keep it surface level, you have to get out of the States, low-key. Like, you really do. I feel like between that and social media, it's just going to warp your brain into thinking that you need so much more money than what you can even take. Can you even spend $8 million? No.
Yeah,
what are you gonna buy? What are you gonna buy?
It's a lot.
You can buy a lot of cars with that, but what are you gonna do after you buy your dream car? What's next? What's after your dream house? What's next? Like, people overconsume, and I feel like they're chasing. It even goes with dating and relationships. You guys think that you have a lot more options than what it is. Like, you overconsume. I feel like people overconsume. You don't need that.
Yeah.
You don't need it.
And so I feel like this follows into parenting, right? Because it starts off with the hookup culture. Baby mama here, right? Or maybe an early marriage, who knows? And so, or whatever here, especially amongst, Black people, we see that to be a high tendency. Right. And a lot of it kind of starts off with hookup culture. And so then we get to parenting, right? And so the youth are now, I don't know if you spend a lot of time around kids, but in college, for me, I used to coach the youth. And even when I moved here, I coached. And so one thing I've noticed is we have kids raising kids, meaning we have parents maybe from 25 to 35, sometimes even 45. And because of the media landscape, everything is like, everyone's kind of raising their kids like their kids are their friends or just an extension of them. And it's really led to this.
Wow, this is deep.
It's a byproduct of all of the hookup stuff followed by the failing to mature, because you don't mature at a certain age. And I notice it's so damaging to the youth in some respects, and it really breaks my heart in it. But from a parenting perspective, not to be too loaded on all of this, what do you feel like this media landscape has done to people as far as how they parent?
It goes back to the whole shame thing. I feel like we've really let a lot of things go.
Yeah.
Even though looking at ancestors and stuff, and even our old family lines, baby mom and baby daddy ain't nothing new.
It's not new.
It's nothing new.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, I feel like a lot of stuff is, a lot of people inherit their family generational curses, trauma, all the above, and keep passing it on instead of healing. Like, there are some times where I'm like, why are you having another kid? You should honestly go to therapy. You should honestly fix what's right in front of you. I feel like it's the delusion again. A lot of couples think that bringing in another child will fix the problems within themselves, or even like the individual person. Maybe they're seeking something and they think that producing a baby from a certain someone will trap them. Like, that's always been the saying, but it's truly the truth. People are like, I don't want them to leave, so I'm gonna have a baby. That's crazy. But kids are raising kids, and think about it. Bills got to get paid, so the adult has to go back to work. They got to do something, whether if it's stripping, or that OnlyFans of putting that phone up. Okay.
I have a crazy story with a stripper one time. I'm sorry, this is left field, but my buddy, we went to the strip club. I'm from Atlanta, right? So I've seen some strip clubs.
He says this a million times.
Yeah, I have to. I always have to. Right. So I've seen some strip clubs. Charlotte strip clubs are cool.
Nope, they're trash.
Yeah, exactly. I didn't want to be the one to say it. But Onyx is a strip club that's also in Atlanta, so I'm cool to go there. And we went, and there was this lady. she just started throwing. I was like, look, I'm not throwing any money. You know what I mean? But my buddy was consuming it, and we just started talking. And I was like, all right, so what do you do outside of this? She's like, I'm a school teacher. I was like, yo.
They're regular people.
Wow.
They're regular people.
You teach children, and she also has her own children. And it just made me think, but like, this is what you do at nighttime. Like, this is crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, the parents of the kids and I only bring that up to say, because of the media landscape and what's considered okay, I guess, around children, it does a lot of damage to them. From what I see, because we play around too much, acting like children, what they consume isn't serious.
No, and it is. Yeah. If you keep watching something over and over and over again and being exposed to it, you're going to think that's okay.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't. That's why people try not to cuss around kids. It starts really simple.
Yeah, and I notice a lot of people, because I've spent so much time around kids, they don't really care how they come across.
No.
Around the youth, and I'm like, guys, you don't understand. Even
substances.
Yeah, it's so
like,
important.
You should not have that around, or even the scent. Like, it should be a foreign thing that when they are exposed to it, they don't know what it is.
And they don't think it's the right thing.
That's what I'm saying. When your kid doesn't know what something is, I feel like to me, that's better than like being so exposed to it and being like, oh, well, mommy does it. Right. Well, daddy does it.
Man, right, exactly.
Well, I need to do it too.
Yeah, and so
no, you don't.
I see that, and I ask myself, people clown this generation. I'm like, guys, you wait till next one.
We're bad. Oh yeah,
if the next one's being raised by this one, then the next one's gonna be crazy. And people, the youth have always historically been a wild generation. Every generation's claimed to be wild, but I tell people the difference now is just how much access you have to things.
Yeah.
I'm like, ask a kid 20 years ago who their biggest inspiration was. Maybe it was a professional athlete or a guy that went to the room, or I want to be the next president. Yeah. Today, ask a kid, and it's a Twitch streamer. It's an influencer.
Oh my god!
And 9 times out of 10, a lot of these influencers, they're not doing good things, and it doesn't.
Nothing substantial. Like. That's what I'm saying. You can ask someone who their favorite celebrity is, and if they name a Twitch streamer, they're doing nothing up there. They're literally rotting their brains. This is why we collectively, as a world and as a society, can we please stop giving access to these children to media and to tablets so iPad, freaking fast. Okay, I get YouTube Kids and all that and like trying to calm them down, but limited access. I feel like freedom is a pipeline to destruction. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, but I will give people credit in the sense of this. I think this is the hardest era to parent. It's the hardest era.
Because technology.
Technology. And then as we see AI and things are going to be taking people's jobs. Yeah. It's the hardest era to get a job coming out of college.
It is. It's the really
hardest
hard. Era. It's really hard.
And it's so painful talking to older people sometimes, because I know a guy at work who's of the older millennials. Now I asked him, his kids are like 9 and 10. I said, so what are you doing? How are you keeping them like sane? Do they play outside? He said, bro, all the parents in the neighborhood, we have to all agree. Don't buy them an iPhone until this age. Don't give them an iPad, because kids are monkey see, monkey do. When your kid sees their friend at school has these shoes, they're like, but why can't I have it? And it makes it tougher to parent. And then as parents, you get so exhausted, you just fold and you buy them the thing.
Like, they won't shut up about it.
Yeah, you say, all right, if this makes them shut up, I'll just...
Let me buy them some Jordans.
Yeah, I'll just do it. But now the things that are iPads that show them the whole world. Yeah. And they're watching all these unfiltered things. Yeah. And I feel so bad for parents today, because it's a much tougher task, in my opinion.
It is.
Because it's so easy for your kids to be influenced by the wrong thing. Yeah. And you had mentioned YN culture, right? Especially like I'm a dude, right? I see guys my age and younger, they kill each other. Teenagers, they kill each other and it's that serious. So it's tough, man. So
a lot of stuff is definitely normalized or exposed to a child at a young age, and it shapes their brain. Yeah. I feel like people need to stop being so afraid of therapy. Okay, if you've already done some damage, you might need to redo it.
But we just need more constructive outlets, for children. Yes. I think now we don't see kids play outside as much as they used to, or getting kids involved with positive things, you know, and
Boys
not
and
making,
Girls Club.
yeah, and not making it about going to the NBA all the time, right?
Oh my
and saying, hey,
goodness. Yeah.
this is just for your enjoyment, to be in shape and da da da. So,
Yeah.
but we can switch to a lighter topic, because I know that was a bit heavy. You have some things, I guess, about friends here, and I don't know if you wanted to talk about something else, but I think this is interesting.
Friendship.
Yeah, friendship.
Friendship.
People don't talk about friendship enough. Today, it's hard to make friends.
It's so hard.
Yeah, make real friends at least.
Yes. Okay, it's
Yeah.
so easy to make those club friends, to make those friends to go get a drink with, those work friends, those friends that have good convo, those friends that you got to spend some money to hang out with. I mean, that's kind of the reality of it. Where are your friends you got to sit on the couch and not spend a dime with? Where are your friends you don't have to do anything with?
That's been my biggest beef lately. In college, we were so broke.
Oh my God.
My homies used to just come by and, fam, we ain't have to do nothing.
And I think that's what brought friendship together in college. You had so much in common. We're all struggling in school. We're all broke as shit. We all are bored. We're not even of age. We need to find someone to buy us liquor. Or we are trying to figure out a party to do. We're looking for the same things, maybe women, whatever. Like, there's so many commonalities. And you're like, I'm just trying to figure this life thing out. So are they. Okay. I feel like now everyone's so wrapped up in their life, and it's so much different. It's like, oh my God, I have a dog, or I'm so stuck in my routine. I got to go to the gym. I have to do this. I have to do that. They won't make time for you. Like, you have to actually be of substance, kind of, for someone to make time for you.
Even then, it's really just the last 4 days of the week: Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
It really, and I'm okay with that, because I feel like I'm a low maintenance friend. Like, I don't need that much.
Me too.
But at the end of the day, I value respect. Like, you cannot disrespect me. Like, that's where I put my foot down at. So that's really the thing where I feel like people don't. You got to be on the same page about that when you first start being friends with somebody. Like, I feel like you're going to see someone's true colors. Like, they can agree all day, but once when y'all don't be on the same page, that's when you'll see.
But I want to harp on the toughness to make friends, because I've moved to Charlotte, and people think I have a lot of friends because we throw parties, right? But everyone shows up to come party with you. Everyone show up to the club with you, you know, sometimes work, but it's like,
who's going to come to church with you?
That, or who's just gonna come watch the game? You and your buddy. And I'm like, when it comes to that, I only have like 5 guys in Charlotte that I'm actually close with, and it's not. And I believe your inner circle should be small. But I think you should have a lot more casual friends that are willing to just, you know, walk down the street with you. But I notice the responsibilities for young adults have gotten so out of hand, in the sense of everyone's just trying to like get to wherever they're trying to get to. That they're
so caught up in the world. They don't even value friendship. I feel like so many people are okay self-isolating. Like, I know so many people like that, or just like perfectly content with just being in a relationship. Like, I'm not one of those people, and I feel like a lot more people should speak on that. Because some people let their whole relationship or their work, like, they don't have no work life. Like, dude, when you're not partying and when you're not at work, who do you decompress to?
I'm glad you brought that up.
What's a safe space?
Yeah, because that's honestly, because I'm noticing how people just are, because everyone's a homebody these days. And
fake
I'm like,
homebody.
bro, fake homebody. I'm like, human
beings. Look at their close friends, they outside.
Right. And but I'm like, everyone isn't, like, human beings aren't made to actually be homebodies. We're made to be social beings. So engage in conversation, engage in meals and food, engage in activity. And so that, now that I see that, it's made me want to double down on work. Because I'm like, well, shoot, if no one wants to hang out, I'm going to just go be the best person at work. I'm going to be the CEO of XYZ.
Okay, that's fire. That's fire, though.
I mean, that's just how it's become for me.
Well, in a way, I do. I feel like with more downtime that I have, I pour it more into creating.
Exactly. Like, hobbies or work, I'm just like, I guess I just have to bury myself in that, because no one really wants to hang out. And if they do, it's because they want to go to the club.
It's like, it's because they want something out of you. Like, let's be real. When you're like, when blah 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 hits me up, they're bored. they want to be seen. Maybe they just got their hair done.
Yeah.
Maybe they just got a haircut.
Or
maybe they just got paid, or maybe they want to dance. I'm cool with the dancing friends. Like, let's go out, let's dance.
Yeah.
But like, not everybody's like that, and there's not a lot of low maintenance friends. I feel like there's a lot of complaining friends.
Fam.
Like, that's the thing that irritates me about the side character type of friends.
Yeah.
Because I cannot deal with complaining. Like,
because people, they'll put you on the story and say people don't even check on me. And you're like, all right, fam, this is insane.
That's so pick me. Like,
but
that's so pick me.
Yeah, and then the outlets to make friends, like, and people are going to hate me for this, but everything now is a run club, book club. And this is not
a run club,
I know you go to Mad Miles, and I fuck with Mad Miles. If you listen to Mad Miles, this is not a diss to you guys.
Exactly.
But like all of these things to me, as a man, this is what I notice, right? The men just go where the girls are. So they just be
it's in your nature.
Yeah.
It's in your nature, though.
It is. But
like,
at the same time, as men, we should be embracing each other through whatever journey we're going through. So I noticed that if you do go to Mad Miles, the dudes aren't even, like, as a man, they're not trying to talk to me. They trying to talk to Alyssa. They trying to talk to you. They not trying, like, if I say, what's up, man, I'm Kevin, they just like, hi. And then they trying to find the girl.
Like, what's up, bro?
Yeah, I be trying to talk to guys.
What you do? What you do, bro?
They're not even.
What you up to, bro?
So and then also everything I've noticed in society is getting so hyper fixated on dating, like run clubs or the book club or the whatever club down the street. It's literally just about, I'm single, I don't have a relationship, and I hope if I'm here, I will find someone who wants to date me. And I'm like, guys, this is the most, and you see it in people's body language. You know, people's body language doesn't lie. I'm like, all right, these guys aren't here to meet anybody.
No, for real. The body language, though, is key. Listen, you can tell when someone's done talking to you by their feet placement. If their feet are not pointing to you, they're done talking to you.
Oh, interesting. I haven't
Look
used
at that
one.
next time when you're in a group setting.
But there was like so like me and you will go to work happy hour. Our work happy hour is actually pretty serious. Everyone's trying to just talk and hear what's going on about work. Yeah. But like the ones that are usually in the city, you invited me to one. I didn't go, and I'm curious to hear your thoughts. But those are usually around single professionals trying to date. Yeah. So the happy hour isn't even, hey, I'm so and so. This is what I do. I do this, and this. What do you do? Maybe we can. No, it's like, what's up? I'm Kevin. I'm trying to talk to you. What are you doing after this? We should meet. You should have lunch. And it's not even an actual networking. Yeah. And I find as a dude, at least, because men have been complaining, the statistics on loneliness for men has been going up a lot.
Like recently or a certain age levels?
Recently for young men.
Okay.
And I really believe it's because a lot of young men are just fixated on dating all the time. Yeah. And every conversation is centered around women. And I'm like,
that's true. No, that is true. Yeah. Like how girls can be boy crazy, men can be girl crazy. Yeah. No, and I hear it in groups. Like even guys walking past, they talk about smashing girls and girls this and girls that. Yeah. And I'm like, do you have any other personality? Men need to seek happiness elsewhere. Like it's not, the answer is not just through a woman. It may be within yourself, like
that, and forming that community that rallies around you. You know,
that's what I'm saying. Or like even outside of work, like I don't know, like even a simple post, like you. That's how you use social media for the better. Who up here likes to play basketball on the weekends on this certain day? Let's have a live game. Boom. That's how you make a circle.
Yeah, that's what I try to do sometimes with some of these.
Make a group chat.
Joints. And so, you know, to capitalize on that, you said friendship breakups hit harder than romantic ones.
I think so. Yeah.
That is a really deep one.
Yeah.
Do you want to go first or should I?
Sure. Yeah. I feel like friendship breakups, with friends, you can really be yourself. Like relationships you can too, but friends, like you can really be yourself. You could say the shit that maybe you can't say to your partner. Maybe you could say the shit that maybe will get you canceled. Like it's your best friend. Like think about that. It's your best friend. Like hello. Yeah. So like breaking up with them, think about it. When they were there when nobody else was. Think about it before anybody else came into the picture. Think about how long they were there for. Imagine losing them. It's hard. It's like hard. So, like for me, I put my friends on a pedestal and they're family to me.
Yeah.
Like, they're not even a friend. Like, that's blood. Yeah. So to me, it's like when you lose someone like that, it's like losing like a sibling. So it's really sour. It really is. And it's like, it's not something I play about. And it's definitely something that I'm really respectful about too. Because some stuff can end really bad or really weird. And that's fine. Just be respectful about it. Because I feel like if there was a lot of love.
Yeah.
I mean, it shows your respect. Like, if I respect you at the end of the day, I'm not going to talk down.
You know, for me, when it comes to friendship breakups, I think I'm usually in denial about it. Yeah. Because, you know, it's like, no, we're still cool, man. You know, if I see so-and-so.
Outgrowing is real.
Yeah, but. Outgrowing. Yeah, I think sometimes you outgrow certain friends.
I know.
Or sometimes just one of your boundaries hits and you're like, I can't do that.
I know. Or you're evolving as a person.
Right, and you're trying to be better. And I think the toughest part about a friendship breakup, I would say, as you get older, unlike a relationship breakup where you may not communicate ever again, the friendship breakup, you might see your friend again, right? Because you guys might run in the same circles. And I think the thing I've always learned in life is don't take things too personally, and it should never be rooted in anger. Not a lot of people move like that. I know people who, you know, they're like, who's going to be there? I can't be around so-and-so. And I noticed that is so negative because it puts other people in your beef.
It does, and it also limits you. I feel like you have to grow as an individual to be uncomfortable in a room with people that may not like you.
100%.
Because that minimizes you. Like, it literally shrinks you.
Yeah.
It's okay to be a bit uncomfortable in terms of being in a room with someone maybe you don't favor. Yeah. But don't put other people in your mix.
At all.
That's inappropriate for sure.
That's a principle I try to take too. But it's so tough because friends become more rare as you get older. Imagine we're complaining about them in our 20s. Yeah. Try making a friend in your 40s, right? Try making one in your 30s. It gets tougher and tougher. And so they hit that much more different because a partner can be constant, especially if you guys get married, you buy a house together. Your partner's constant. Your friends aren't. You move cities, you got to make new ones. Yeah. And so I think this generation sees so much loneliness.
I know.
Because of
we
that.
definitely do.
Yeah, and it's really heartbreaking because I don't think we were made to be like this.
No, we weren't. You know? And like I said, back to self-isolating. Yeah. I feel like people are so comfortable not opening up. Yeah. Like, there's a lot of fear of, you know, if I try talking to them, it's not going to go anywhere, or we're not going to get anywhere. Why are we so negative? Why don't you just try it? Let's go. Let's go for a walk. It doesn't have to be money. Let's go work out together. Let's go do something simple. Let's go play tennis. Let's go do something. Yeah. Let's see if we're compatible. Like, maybe we can hang out on a regular basis. Yeah. I feel like there's a lot of inconsistency. And for me, if I feel like I'm the one constantly reaching out, I'm not, like, that's not going to be a true friend. That's just me. Like, I can't keep reaching out to you. Yeah. It has to feel like it's coming from both sides. Like, in that way. It really does. Some people suck at reaching out. Like, I know a lot of people that just suck at reaching out, suck at saying, hey, what are you doing? Like, you text them, they're like, oh my God, I'm on the way. Yeah. Like that. But you gotta think from both sides. Like, hey, I just asked you the past 10 times to hang out. Do you even fuck with me? Asked me, yeah. Do you even like me?
But it's interesting you say that because you have to understand who your friends are. Because I'm not gonna lie, I become one of those people. I don't really reach out to anybody, like, at all. And it's not because I don't like anybody, just because, like you said, that energy feels like a lot sometimes. And so for me, I kind of just let people do what they do. And then if they invite me, they invite me. If they don't, if I invite them somewhere, they come out. They don't. I try not to take it personally, and it feeds into one of the things you mentioned, right? Are we emotionally unavailable or just tired of being let down? And I'm like, I think it's kind of both. Yeah. I think I've been let down enough in friendships to where I have become emotionally unavailable when I meet new people. So I try not to even have any expectations. When I meet someone new, I just kind of say, hey, Kevin, nice to meet you. If you ever want to do something, just let me know. But I'm not even going to expose myself to try and invite you and hang out with you, because once I make that effort and then I get let down, it just reminds me of all the times that I've been getting let down over the years. And so I'm curious to hear your take on that, especially as a woman with the dynamic that women typically have.
Yeah. Emotionally available. I feel like a lot of people have been hurt by a really close friend some point in their life, like to some extent. They betrayal or compatibility, growing out, whatever. It hurts. It might be a little sour. So it's kind of like a relationship. It's like, are you gonna let them back in? Are you gonna try? I feel like a lot of people are more going towards relationships because of the advances with that, opposed to a friendship.
I swear I've been seeing that too.
And I don't know why. That also is probably towards the isolation and the loneliness, like what you talked about earlier about why young men are so lonely. They're constantly seeking a woman romantically, that maybe if they seek a woman platonically, maybe they wouldn't be so lonely. Maybe they would have more things to do. Maybe there would be more group settings. I don't know. But it's like little things like that where it's like, if we stop pursuing something and stop putting so much pressure on romantic, then maybe other things can blossom, you know?
Yeah, I agree with you. And something that came to mind that is just funny, I want to talk about friend groups.
Yeah.
Friend groups are crazy.
The dynamics of friend groups are crazy.
It's the friend group that got boys and girls in it always.
Oh yeah.
That's the one that always gets
Those are
crazy.
sticky. Those are sticky.
Crazy, fam. Yeah. Friend groups. When I talk to my parents, I would notice they had friend groups in their 40s. They would talk about friend groups in their 20s.
Yes.
Seemed like the older generation did a better job with friend groups.
I swear.
Yeah, I noticed this generation of friend groups, it always gets messy.
Yeah.
It's always usually centered around.
They sleep with them.
Yeah.
Or they start dropping like flies.
Yeah, right. You notice someone does something, hooks up with somebody. Yeah. It divides the group in half because so-and-so had a crush on somebody and secretly wanted to be with somebody, so everyone starts picking sides.
And then it started a whole feud.
Yeah. And so I think that's a big thing on why people haven't been successful in friendships. It's because usually, me and another person can be friends, but naturally we'll want to add to the group depending on the activity.
Exactly.
So if we're going to play basketball, we want 5. So now we need 5 guys, right? These 5 guys, right? We start going out. They bring around 2 girls. Okay, these 2 girls bring around 3 more girls, right? And so I've noticed with human beings, we naturally choose, even when we're not supposed to. Yeah, so I notice a guy will like this girl, he won't say anything. Girl will like this guy, he won't say anything. Then a couple months passes.
Some tension.
Something happens, and then the friend group bursts in a bubble. It just explodes. How do you do with friend groups? Are you a big friend group person?
No. As I got older, I'm not. Younger, yeah. So younger, I was in a lot of different ones.
Me too.
Guy and girls. Older, I've realized that like I'm in a friend group right now that's huge. Yes. But it primarily has couples in it. So I feel like that is kind of the glue. Yeah. Like stable couples, not like 2-week-old couples, you know? I feel like that also helps because it's a lot of consistency with couples.
I like how you put that, yeah.
It kind of is. Like it's nice with that. And then it's not as messy because like you have committed partners and genuine platonic people in there. Yeah. But my last single mixed friend group was pretty messy, but it was messy in the sense of like drama, he said, she said, screenshots and stuff, because then there's like a guy group chat and then there's a girl group chat and then they have to decompress and talk about this and then a dark night and that, and then it's like too much, well blah 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 said this or they did this, like it's way too much drama. So I kind of stay away from that. I feel like a couple one or a mix with like some couples and some single people, that's more of my speed because then it's very diverse. Like I like the diversity in that. I also feel like a full couple friend group one would be nice because like growing up
no
wise,
one has to worry about
but even like between now and when we die, like we're really gonna have friend groups of couples. Like think about it.
Yes, but
like,
also people
it's mostly gonna come in twos.
Yes, for the most part.
Yeah, because think about your homie. When you bring your homie around, if when he's married, he's gonna want to bring his girl around. You're gonna hope to God your girl and his girl get along.
100%.
And then y'all are all gonna be
100%,
skipping into the sunset, being the best friend group.
Yeah, that's what I've noticed. I'm glad you said that because I'm like, as I get older, I'm like, you gotta get friend groups that align with what you're trying to do in life.
Yeah, you do.
So
they can't be random.
When you're single,
they can't be random.
Yeah, you can be with the single friend group. When you're in a relationship, it's probably best to get friends in a relationship, or even if you're trying to get married. Yeah, that's one thing I've noticed. I'm like, a lot of dudes I know, not to shit on my niggas, because my niggas who know and the ones that don't, they know. Some of these dudes ain't trying to get married. So I'm like, anytime soon, for crying out loud.
Right, so they wildin'.
It's tough to hang out with them because it's like, bro, every time it goes, you got an X, Y, Z.
Exactly, and guilty by association.
Exactly.
You do have to be careful because it's vice versa with me too. It's like some girls be wildin'. And I'm like, I do call you my friend, but what you do is what you do. I do know how to separate
and they'll pull you into the situation.
But you're going to get put in. It's like, well, she's green, she going. You must be too because you right by her side.
There you go. And then they usher you in like, come on, help me out,
what
man.
What did I do?
Yeah,
what
so
did I do?
Exactly. But then it's not just that, right? It's also finances, life, career, all that type of stuff. It's like, yo,
goals too.
Yeah, your friend
like
who
finances, all that. It all matters.
Yeah, your friend who just spends left and right, or they're not serious about their career, or you're in the content space, right? Yep. So if you meet another content creator, but you notice they're just not serious, it's hard for you to really be around them because their habits become your habits, and vice versa. And it's like, it's so tough. You got to do a good job of finding people who are in that stage of life. And I think it becomes a maturity thing for me because I'm like, there's certain things I just don't want to engage in too much or any more with, especially if I think they're just objectively negative. Yeah. And it's like keeping the right people around who are going to protect that peace is important.
There's some I do want to say.
Yeah, go ahead.
So I feel like you cannot travel with every friend.
Oh my gosh, the freaking trips. Yeah. I'm curious to hear what you have to say about that.
Okay.
You've done some big friend group trips before?
Yes.
Oh my God.
Yes. So I've done big friend group trips and they are so much fun. Do not get me wrong. They're fun. They make awesome memories and they're cool and they can also drive a wedge through some friendships. Yeah. That's just kind of how it goes, especially depending on the location.
Let's talk about how it goes down, right? Because it's usually Mexico. Right.
Or Miami,
right?
Miami.
Number one thing with the friend group, it be the budget. Like, gang, we got to talk about the damn budget you're willing to spend.
And so many people say, oh, I'm down to go. Everyone's like, I'm down to go. I'm down to go. I'm down to go. You make that group chat. They're like, yo, I don't get paid till this week. Or, oh my God, I don't got the bread for that. Or blah, blah, blah. When you start talking about money or nickel and diming me, just go ahead and leave the group chat. Yeah. I feel like you have to be realistic.
The budget's got to start
because you have to be realistic.
I'm cool if we're holding tight to the budget, or if you're holding tight, but you just got to let us know because if you're not trying to pay for the yacht, we're gonna leave you at the casino, and we'll all go on the. You know what I'm saying?
Or get a different group. I'm with you there. Yeah. I'm with you there. I feel like for a successful group, you have to be transparent. Are you going to ball out on this trip? Or are we going to be eating McDonald's and eating cheese? Or cooking. Sometimes it's a grocery haul type of trip. Where you cook in the crib. And you eat outside and you just chilling and drinking and got a bottle at home opposed to going out. It depends. You got to be transparent about your vibe because when you're not, that's how people go over budget, and then they are stressing on that trip about how they gonna pay rent.
Fam, and then what happened? But see, it's funny. It's an Instagram joke. Like girls always fall out on their trips.
They do.
Girls go to a trip on Miami and fall the fuck out when they get back.
They do. That's not a lie. It's not a lie. It's so true. Yeah. They really do. It's the beef. Like
it's the communication. Another thing with the trips.
And too many days.
Who's single? Who's not?
Who's single? Who's not? And too many days.
What are the rules of the crib?
Yeah.
So even as a dude, it's like, yo, you got to be careful bringing women to this crib because it might be a setup. There might be 6 niggas in a car just waiting for you to open the door. You open the door, now it's up for all of us. As women, it's the same thing. You're bringing grown-ass men over here. So we got to have that conversation. Some girls are cool with this, some of them are not. And I think on the trips, I recently got invited. Shout out my guy, Corbett. I got invited to a group trip. Man,
where y'all going?
No, I'm not going. I said, No, it's really a timing thing because, we're going through some life changes. Where? They're going to, that's it. Cancun. They're going to Cancun.
Okay, Mexico.
Yeah, I was just in Mexico, so I was like, fam, I'm not going back to Mexico this year. But They're going to Cancun. They set up the group chat. No one's talking about no rules. No one's talking about how much they're going to spend. No one, and me,
Red
I'm cool.
flag,
Yeah, I'm really cool with a lot of
flag.
stuff. I let a lot of stuff slide, but I'm like, I know you might not, and he might not, and y'all gonna start beefing on the trip. And every trip be, oh my gosh, you know, I took all my guys to New York for my birthday last year, and we didn't. I just told them, guys, look, it's gonna be a messy ass trip. A trip with me is naturally gonna be messy because I'm really spontaneous. I like to
See,
just do things.
and that's what I was gonna say. You got to be careful with the type of people you travel with. This is the friend dynamic I've been talking about. If you're traveling with a type A person that's a excursion warrior, you may not be able to sleep in.
Yeah.
Y'all might be out partying all night and got to wake up at 7 a.m. because y'all got a fucking boat tour in the morning.
And they're like, bro, we need you. Yeah. And so me, I'm not that. I'm type B. I'm very like, yo, we going to go out till 5. We going to wake up when we wake up, get something to eat, see what's happening.
Listen, I mix it up. Yeah. Some days I'm type A because I will plan. I'm like, this day is going to be a routine day because we paid to be here.
Yeah.
We're going to go to this restaurant. We're going to do this famous excursion. Correct. We're going to do a little cliche things and go see some touristy stuff. And the next day we're going to chill and go to the beach and do whatever we want to do and get plastered. Like, we're just going to be lit. We're going to be lit. It doesn't matter.
What's funny is, though, I realized, because I was just in Mexico. I was in, Merida. And the thing about traveling, I noticed, type A, type B both have schedules that just look different.
Yeah.
So type A is at X time.
Yep.
Type B is very much at nighttime, in the morning, in the afternoon. It's a schedule, right? Even if you don't want to say it is.
You don't say an explicit time.
I just don't give it an explicit time. So I'm like, yo, around nighttime, we'll start heading out. And it's not going to be X amount of time. So, you know, like you said, you got to know who you're going on these trips with. Because
for the right type A person, they're going to be stressed out. They're going to be like, you said at the nighttime and I'm ready at 7 p.m. But you're at the nighttime could be 9. So they're sitting around dressed with their shoes on, their tie on, ready for some fancy dinner.
Yes.
And you didn't explicitly say the time.
And then I realized at this age, not everyone... 20 in your mid-20s, not everyone is financially free in a sense.
Yeah, we're on different chapters.
Yeah, everyone's on different chapters. I feel like it'll be more consistent as we get older, to 30s and 40s. But right now, man, you'll
super inconsistent.
Yeah, like the group chat. Like I'm going to Germany, right? And I told some of my people, I said you should pull it, but I'm like, there's only a couple of my friends that can actually make that trip.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So
I can afford it. I have the time. It's a lot of different variables. Your job.
Oh my gosh, group trips, friend groups, and group trips, fam. That is definitely something you mature in.
Yeah,
it's ridiculous.
I feel like maturing is realizing less is more. The less people that travel with you, the more easy it is. Yeah. Because for me, I don't like worrying about extra opinions. If I go with a big group, I'm like, oh my gosh, we
gotta ask everybody and vote on the fucking thing.
Yeah, I'm like, do y'all want to eat this cuisine? Do y'all want to go to this club? What if some people don't like that type of music? Yeah. Oh my God, they're on their phone too much. Maybe they want to go home. That's why I'm like, less is more. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the people that really know my speed.
Yeah, for me, I would say simple is the best.
Simple,
right? If less is more, simple is the best. Simple in friendships and relationships. I feel like just establishing simple methods of communication are best because even when people are upset. People have a tendency now, it's like you're upset with somebody and now you sneak this them on 2 Instagram posts, you keep it into yourself, you don't say anything, and then we all have to guess. It's like the simple thing to do is just say, I'm upset with you. And then we can try and have a dialogue. And even when planning trips, making friends, relationships, simple is best. And so with that, I will sort of open the floor. You wrote down some other stuff that's... You said, why don't we dance in the club anymore? Oh, my God. Don't get me started on that. Right. Difference between a good vibe and useful connection. But is there anything else, I guess, on your mind that you'd like to talk about?
Man, we talked about so much good stuff.
We did.
I really
We're going to have to make this 2 parts. I think I have to cut it in half. I really enjoyed this conversation.
Yeah, this is good.
Yeah.
It had a lot of different layers into it.
It did. It went to a couple different topics. Yeah.
So I thought it was good. I said every single question that I felt because I actually hit you with a couple questions this part too.
You did. Yeah. You did hit me. People hit me with questions every now and again. But because I don't share too much.
I did a counter counter. But if anything, I want to tell the audience, make sure y'all watch part 1 because we talked about even better things up there.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think maybe this concludes it.
Yeah. All right, bet. Well, Alyssa, you got to let everyone know where to follow you.
Yes, make sure you follow me, Lyssbadnews, on Instagram and TikTok. That's where I am. And yeah, watch my content creation, influencer, model journey.
All right. Appreciate it. This was great. Talk to you guys soon.